tries to bend it over, and Mobali comes out, and the whistle has gone. Referee spotting something in there.
It's a good delivery. Teasing for the goalkeeper. What a pace on it. Can't see the foul there, to be honest.
It won't be. I wonder what special measures, if any, Algeria are taking when it comes to Alex Iwobi, because he has been dictating games throughout this tournament.
Closest man, close him down.
Yeah.
As I said, from the halfway line, there's got to be something extra special to hurt the opposing defence. I'd be surprised if Algeria beats him that easily. And the sooner you recognise it, if you are Iwobi's teammate, then the easier it will be for you to rectify. Just forcing it, just to move away from you. So trust your teammates that they can find you, and he's very good at in club football in being able to find that space further forward.
Possession turned over, and Algeria backtracking. Ademola Lookman. Adams and Osimhen are up there. He took it on himself. Luka Zidane rather is up to the challenge.
That was a good hit. Yeah, poor giveaway.
Another giveaway, that time from Ait Nouri.
Zidane will be fortunate, or be grateful that that ball was pretty much straight at his body. That was travelling.
Spencer Baini, who presented Nigeria with that opportunity. It's fairly routine for Luka Zidane. Bassi. Say Samuel. Onyeka. It's a nice idea, but Zarouki knew what was coming and was able to close the gap. And Didi. Iwobi. Onyeka to his right. Adams has his pocket picked by Ait Nouri.
Yeah, sorry, missed his first touch.
They've gone sloppy though, Algeria. They're constantly giving the ball away. No more quarter-final action to come later on. You can follow Egypt against the defending champions Côte d'Ivoire from 6:30. Osimhen the target on that one. Kept alive here by Lookman. Bruno.
I did well, Bruno. Just didn't need to foul him. He got close first time. Second, he just resisted. In terms of getting too close to Mahrez.
Kept in by Say Samuel. Will be a foul. More it was on Shemi Ajayi. Mora, who plays for Wolfsburg, has averaged almost a goal every other game for Algeria. Roby has found the right pass that time, and so too has Lookman. It's Osimhen.
Good tackle. Great tackle from Ait Nouri.
Ndidi. Two sharp passes though, and Nigeria were in, but for what was a timely interception.
Bassi got away with the one there, trying to overplay when it wasn't required.
Now here come Algeria at the other end, the storming right back. Here's Belhali. Fizzles out, and Wabali gets his hands on the ball.
Lovely weighted pass from Lukman. Yeah, that's a superb tackle. Just wasn't able to get that first touch. Just inside on his left side. Osimhen just gave the Manchester City fullback the opportunity, timed his sliding tackle perfectly. But there's a benefit. Lukman, Iwobi received the ball another 15-20 yards further forward. And that sharp on the floor passing found its mark. Next pass from Lukman was ideally placed, but great defending.
Iwobi. Osimhen looking to gather Zaruki quickly in on him. See Samuel Adams making his move, and that's the target. It's Adams, it's Osimhen, and Badawi gets back for Algeria. Slightly behind Osimhen, he was struggling to get hold of it. I see Samuel again.
I thought Adams was actually offside. You see the official on the near side, happy with it. Another yellow card. And more of this time. He's remonstrated with the referee a couple of times after being penalised or not happy about the decision against his team. Unnecessary yellow card.
We'll see it here.
There's not a lot there. I understand he's a little bit frustrated, has to flick out, but he doesn't make much contact. The reaction is not what is required.
Lukman bends it over. Zidane didn't come, and thankfully for him there was a defender on the line to clear it out of harm's way. Back in from Iwobi. Lukman. Badawi is there to block, and that will run for a corner.
Great delivery, wasn't it? Tested Zidane and he thought about it. Beaten by the pace. There's Bassi on the far post. Wow, what a clearance that is. Looking from that, I don't think it's over the line, is it? Bensebaini with a superb clearance. Oh, that is tight. That is tight. Certainly more of the ball is over the line.
But was all of it over? That's what they'll be looking at.
My initial thought it was that it's over. First replay, it's not over. The last one, perhaps my first opinion was correct.
So what you're saying is you're unsure?
Something like that, yeah. That's why we've got the goal line technology, which is still making its mind up. It's a superb free kick from Ademola Lookman. I say just teasing the goalkeeper in the defence. It's better off over-hitting that as opposed to under. Well, there's a retro shirt for you.
Algerians here holding their breath, and Nigeria hoping that this will provide the breakthrough for them.
They're happy it didn't cross the line. Certainly not all of the ball.
A sigh of relief. All of those following those in white. Lukman with a corner, and indeed he couldn't get over the top of the ball enough. Skims off his head rather.
I think he took it off Osimhen's head.
Iwobi fending off the challenge and managing to deliver. Steered away by Mondi. Just once again they've had to deal with a lot of crosses going in there, that Algerian back line. Say Samuel, Ndidi. Say Samuel again, great ball. Well, I'm not entirely sure what Akor Adams was doing there, but he made a right mess of that.
He was ahead of it, and Belgali, yeah, he was ahead of the ball. And very difficult then just to turn your body, try and steer it into the net. Defender just did enough. Yeah, it's a free kick again from Lukman. Yeah, I think Bassi's onside. Yeah, from that angle, it's impossible to say that all of it was over. Certainly, majority of the ball is over. That touch from Zidane just sends it goalwards. If not, it's a much easier clearance. Great defending.
Kelvin Bassi denied. Well, you can follow the semi-finals with us from 4:30 on Wednesday. And we turn our attention to the Women's FA Cup on Sunday the 18th of January, Arsenal against Aston Villa, 1:30, and then a small matter of an Africa Cup of Nations final to come later that night, which of course you can follow right here with us. Well, they've looked the more likely Nigeria, that goes without saying, but we are still goalless with 33 minutes played in Marrakesh in this quarter-final. Play to resume the Nigeria throw. Jayu rising for it, says Samuel. It's Onyeka. Bruno. Osimhen the target. Just a shade too high for him, but he turns round straight away and applauds the idea, Osimhen.
A little bit too straight.
Thoughts on it thus far? Nigeria on top?
Yeah, they've bossed the game. They've set the tempo. I said pretty much what I expected. Certainly was not. Didn't believe it was going to be end-to-end football. It's not the way that Algeria like to play. You know, it's a typical North African style. More than likely, they will sit and contain, try and hit you on the counter-attack. Even sometimes when they believe they are the better side, it's just the way their football has evolved. And Nigeria have pressed pretty well. They've been determined with their attacking, and there's not much slow build-up play.